The Sorcerer's Hind. The story begins not in the desert, but in a vast city where a kind merchant sat waiting for a pardon. Suddenly, an old man with a flowing beard and calm eyes stepped forward. "Your life is heavy now," the old man said, his voice soft as desert wind. "But even the darkest enchantment can be broken. I know, for it happened to me. Years ago," began the old man, whose name was Zayd, "I had 2 wives. One was my first love, Fariza, and the other, Layla, who bore me a son. But Fariza's heart was as dry as the clay pots we used for water." "Fariza grew cold with jealousy," Zayd continued, his voice dropping to a whisper. "She found a dark spell, a secret magic woven from moon shadows and whispered lies. And one morning, my sweet Layla and my young son were gone. In their place," he sighed, "was a beautiful, sad-eyed cow and a little, timid calf. Fariza convinced me that this was a gift, a blessing for our home, and I was foolish enough to believe her terrible lie. When the winter deepened, Fariza insisted we should sacrifice the cow. I agreed, though the cow's soft eyes troubled me. But the cow wept as I led her to the butcher, real, human tears that dripped onto the stone floor. The butcher, a wise man named Salim, saw the tears too. 'Master Zayd,' he whispered, 'this is no ordinary animal. Give me one night with her. If she is an animal, I will do as you ask.' That night, Salim the butcher spoke the counterspell he knew, a simple chant of truth and love. The cow shuddered. The magic peeled away like old paint, and there stood my Layla, weeping with relief. "Layla told me everything," Zayd said, his eyes now sharp with remembered anger. "The lies, the spell, the cruel transformation. I finally saw Fariza for the sorceress she was. We banished Fariza, but before she could escape justice, Layla used her own transformed powers, a gift of the counterspell, and with a quiet word, turned the wicked wife into a fleet-footed hind." Zayd paused, his story finished. "So you see, young merchant, transformation can be a punishment or a pardon, but the truth will always find a way to break the cruelest spell." The merchant listened, hope returning to his eyes.